Hey everybody, Justin Cena here. How's it going? I'm going to show you step by step how to set up email and SMS marketing the right way, the perfect way on Shopify. And we're going to jump right into it. Email marketing, SMS marketing, every single brand needs it. And literally every single time that you press the send button on a campaign, whether it's email or SMS or both, you're going to make money. Every single time, and they say at minimum you're going to make $1 every single month per subscriber in your list. And if you do this right, you can make a lot more than that per customer, getting them to buy over and over and over. And big stores, big brands, they'll do email and SMS marketing multiple times per week because it just simply works. It's going to also help you combat rising ad costs. Facebook, Instagram, Google, TikTok, ad costs continuously go up. Email marketing and SMS marketing have incredibly high ROIs, return on investment, low fixed costs in terms of running the campaigns, and a very high return, especially when you start to do the correct setup and strategies like I'm going to show you in this video. There are some pain points you might run into though. No good built-in email marketing with Shopify. You need to use an app, and that's kind of the same with a lot of different important features with Shopify. You'll use an app that will add that functionality. I'm going to show you Sendvio in this video. This is what I use. And email marketing can be extremely expensive with some of the other apps out there, to the point where it kind of prohibits the actual profit that you're going to make from email marketing. So we're going to get some really all the features that we want. I'll show you over the shoulder, but the pricing is really out of this world. Best priced app that I've been able to find with all of the kind of deep integrations, segmentation options, connections to Shopify in terms of Shopify customer data, order information, all of that stuff that we need to leverage good email marketing, good SMS marketing. We're going to get that. We're going to get really all the core features that we need at, like I said, at really the best pricing out there. So I'm going to show you Sendvio now. We'll go over the shoulder. I'll show you actually a step-by-step install, and I'll show you how you set up campaigns, both on the email and SMS side of things. Very, very easy, very intuitive to do. But first of all, let's show the website here. This is Sendvio.com. You see the link directly below this video. And email and SMS marketing for businesses on Shopify of really any size. And you see the link directly below here. You're going to be able to get this integrated in just a couple seconds. I'm going to show you the Senvio email marketing and SMS app. And take a look, first of all, at the 5-star review average over here on over 330 reviews. Massive 5 out of 5 stars. It's because they give you all of the core functionality and really a lot more than you could ever kind of dream of. I'll show you just some of the things to kind of scratch the surface here, but a lot of different things like, of course, email automation, abandoned cart recovery, SMS automation, pop-up forms, right, to collect those emails and build your newsletter, build a list, right, send out monthly or weekly emails, the segmentation, which is really, really, really important, right, and this, of course, kind of goes with all of the Shopify data. So we could say things like, customers who bought more than one time, or customers that had this product in their cart, or customers that ordered in this date range, or customers that spent X amount of dollars and had 10 orders, right? We could have all these different scenarios because all of the segmentation data comes directly from Shopify. It's directly integrated this way. And I'm going to show you over the shoulder, but I definitely invite you to go ahead and take a look at this link. You could see more about kind of what Senvio is going to do for your brand, how it's going to help you grow your email list with those pop-up forms, getting the higher conversion with things like exit intent pop-ups when they're about to leave, hook them in with some type of incentive to either complete their cart or to come back to a product page. Really, again, just scratching the surface. But I'm going to show you some of the automations and the campaigns over here as we go over the shoulder with Senvio. So all we need to do is press the Add App button. We're going to literally get better pricing for all of the email marketing features and SMS marketing features that we need. So when we press Add App, it's going to bring us back over here to the install page. We'll simply click the green install button. No other technical skills required. We're going to now have our app installed over here, and we're going to be brought into our dashboard, our Senvio homepage. And this is going to kind of be where you're going to see all of your stats, all of your kind of dashboard information, account information. And we'll start working on the different menus over here, and I'm going to show you exactly how I use Senvio and how you're going to want to use it as well. You see your usage report over here. This is going to kind of talk about how many contacts in your list, how many emails, how many SMS you're sending. You could see the logs over here and see the kind of information about each one. Over here, we see our plan over here, a different plan. And here is that pricing over here. And again, we have that free tier. But if you're going to get on the professional, it really just depends on how many contacts you have per month. It's going to really just dictate your cost over here. Starting at $11 a month if you have 1,000 contacts. This is going to be enough for a lot of you, especially as you're building over here. But we get to reach up to 500 contacts, 500 emails a month for free. We're definitely going to get started with that. We can play around with this number and see how things change. Still incredibly cheap in terms of our monthly cost. For our emails, we could even add another big layer over there. What is this case? 15,000 emails over here, 15,000 contacts, 45,000 emails a month, and up to 50 SMS per month as well. And you'll always be able to kind of increase as well. We get dollar credits or $50 credits on there, and it's really going to allow you to send in this case, more than a month's worth of SMS. So very, very incredible pricing. You see in both plans, going to include every single one of the features that you need to win with email and SMS. So back to the dashboard, also want to really mention real quick support. Chili Apps and Sendvio have incredible support available 24/7, always free, of course. So you can reach out to support right over here. They do a lot of actually hands-on help as well. But when we come back over here into our Sendvio dashboard, let's come up over here, create pop-up forms. And this is going to give us different options. There are so many different pop-up forms that we want to have here. Exit intent, very, very powerful. For example, exit intent, this is when you kind of come up here with your mouse, you're about to close out, a little pop-up can come back, and we'll be able to customize all these different pop-ups. We could also disable that. All of these pop-ups are really powerful. I'm going to show you the welcome message pop-up. We're going to click to enable this. Really powerful here. This is when someone comes and visits your website for the first time. We're going to pop them up. We're going to try to collect their email address so we can market to them later. And general pop-up settings, right? We basically going to select a segment for this list. On a welcome, we typically don't have any segments, but we could certainly have segments over here like language, country, very specific kind of settings. But welcome is going to be shown to really everyone. Again, we want to incentivize people to spend more time and become customers on our site. So what is the trigger? Well, and you can kind of always hover over these little question marks, going to explain what's going on, but I'll do my best to kind of show you exactly what you need to focus on. This is going to be the main trigger in terms of when and why are we going to show this pop-up. And we can, of course, edit all of these different settings over here. But for example, we're going to talk about scrolling 70% of the page. So the idea is we don't want to immediately show a pop-up as soon as they load. We're going to wait 15 seconds. We could either enable or disable the subscribe button. And at most, this is going to show up once every day. Okay, we could even change this to as many times as they load the site or once every month, right? Kind of the idea, especially if we're welcoming them, right? We don't necessarily need to do it every single day. We could do it every week. We could do it every month, every 2 weeks. We have full control over that. We come over here. If the customer has already registered, we will hide the pop-up indefinitely. Again, on a welcome here, right? If they're going to go and let's say we give them a welcome 10% off one-time coupon code, if they do go ahead and subscribe, or if they do go ahead and use it, then we're going to want to make sure that we hide it just because it's not going to make sense. So we could also have this enabled over here. This would allow them to one-click subscribe into our email list or SMS list over here. So we set that up. Again, full control over that. Now we're simply going to click edit pop-up. We're going to be able to see all of the different templates that are out there. We could even do things by holiday. We could do things by niche, right? We can go and do some holiday related or some seasonal related promotions. We could do some branded promotions. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and select something that looks like that for my cat store. And we literally have full control over everything. We have full control over the text as well. Sign up for our newsletter and get free shipping. We could change anything that we want here, right? Sign up now to receive, right? And literally anything that you want. You see what you see is what you get. Editor, full control of the colors, the images, all that great stuff. And we could even add images. We could add image blocks. We could add text. You see right over here, we could add in some text right here and edit as we see fit. Very, very easy, very simplistic. Going to work really well on mobile as well. So it's always going to look good no matter how your customers are viewing this pop-up over here. So incredibly powerful as we kind of go through here. And you can customize every little look and feel. Here's the pop-up form. Here's the success page right after they enter in the information, right? And again, we're giving them an incentive to enter their info. So when we're happy with this, we just simply click Save Changes, and this is going to save the pop-up here for this campaign. Now we need to basically just create and enable an email template to get sent off with this as well. So we'll come back over here into this. This is going to be a good opportunity to show you the email section over here. So we edited the pop-up. Now we'll go ahead and edit the email, and you're going to see the fully functional email editor here with Sendvio. It's going to allow you to just do your typical email blasts, your email sequences, And of course, some really kind of smart stuff like we're doing here, combining that welcome pop-up with a welcome onboard. So we're going to come over here. We're going to go in and select a template that we like. And there's so many different templates over here. We could search through different styles. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to show the one of the ones that I like using a lot over here, this black and white one. We're going to come over here and select this, and you see over here what you see is what you get editor, and we're going to literally have all of this information over here, and it's way more than just the template. We have 3 different emails to come out in this sequence, so we're going to come over here and enable it once we save the changes over here, and it's just going to give us a little reminder to update our social media icons or remove that. I'm going to go ahead and save this over here, and now we enable it, right? Enable this to be sent. So now we have our first email ready to go. When is this going to be sent? Well, immediately after they enter that welcome pop-up, right? We have the whole gamut of things here, the pop-up, the email, the SMS, all working together. And what we want to do now is customize everything. We could customize our subject title. Thanks for joining. We'd have a little pre-header as well. Your exclusive discount is inside. And now we have all this area to customize, right? So we can come literally over here and customize even everything from the button to the titles. We can go ahead and upload our images here, right? We can go ahead and literally add our image, our logo, our color scheme. We could add our text, come over here and put in the coupon code, right? So we can make sure that they have the coupon code over here as well. And we're really giving the ability here with Senvio to do everything that we want. Background color as well, borders, dimensions in terms of sizing, in terms of spacing. We have full control over that, and we could even reset, clone the template, or we could just simply switch to a different style if you want to change here. And you can save this so we can go on into the next step here. But when we have the welcome pop-up, again, welcome email, going to come right after that. What happens next? Well, we have another email, and we can come right over here and again select another template. All of these templates available for us to run through, and we can kind of pick and choose whatever we like here, making sure that we have something that makes sense in terms of our coupon or in terms of our setup over here. We can even create a new discount code directly through this email. Incredibly powerful over here. And again, you see free shipping over here. So we could say free ship email, and we'll literally be able to control or create a discount right inside here. There's a couple more options to fill out here, but very, very easy. We have a free shipping code set up, automatically going to show that code right inside here. Again, full customization, right? We want to have our social media icons, our logo, everything that we need, our kind of personal email information in there as well to make sure we're fully compliant with email marketing. It's all taken care of with Sendvio. So we'll enable this one as well. And you see that this one is going to get sent 7 days after the original one. Why is it 7 days? That's how it's set. You want it to be 1 day? No problem. We can change it right over here into 1 day. We can do a little quicker welcome scenario. Now we'll come into the third email and the exact same thing. Of course, we're going to come over and select another template. And you can pick the same template over and over and just change the content, or you can use some of the other templates in here to kind of give a little different look and feel. Here's a great one for a flash sale. We have this really cool animated icon, and we'll be able to set up our discounts over here as well, whether we create one automatically or we have an existing one. It all works and integrates directly inside. We can add in specific products as well. We can change in the look and feel. These are going to be added automatically inside of our little theme here. And just like everything else, we have full control. Okay, so when is this going to be sent? The first one was 1 day after. We'll do 2 days after over here. We're going to remove the coupons and icons just to make this a little bit simpler of an example, but you have full control. Of course, we're going to go ahead and enable it. And now we have our 3-part email template connected into our welcome message. But remember, Senvio also does SMS. So we have our pop-up edited. We have our email edited. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our SMS. So edit SMS for subscribers button. A little simplistic here on the SMS side of things. We're going to obviously have basically a text message to customize over here. We always need to have that reply stop. This is just for compliance over here. But we're going to be able to give them, in this case, a 20% discount. You don't want to do 20%? No problem. How about we change it to 8% or 10% or 50%, whatever you want over here. We'll be able to go ahead, and they're going to automatically create that discount code over here, and we're going to go ahead and use that. Right. So if you were to change from 20%, we would just simply change our description over here and give them a little different discount code. But incredibly easy over here. What's going to be the timeout? Well, immediately 1 hour, 4 hours. We'll do immediately to match our email settings as well, but you have full control over that. And then of course, here is our editor. We want to make sure that we're within our 160 characters over here. We could edit our opt-out message just in terms of adding a little branding, but really what we want to do is kind of just focus on this section over here, giving them the call to action to visit the site, as well as getting that 20% off as the incentive. So pretty simplistic on the SMS side of things, but this is going to enable us to kind of save and start this over here because we have the three main points here: the pop-up to collect the information, and the email and SMS to go ahead and actionize or monetize the information that we collected. So welcome message, just one of many pop-ups that we could run with over here with Senvio. All we got to do, just press the enable button, and this is literally live in our store right now. That's just scratching the surface as well. Let me show you create email automations. Look at all the different automations that are out there. For example, welcome emails, we kind of set that up connecting to our pop-up form. We could do purchase feedback, really great in terms of getting reviews. Abandoned checkouts, one of the most kind of money-making, highest ROI things that you can do over here. And what we want to do is basically set up our abandoned checkouts. This is going to work automatically with your Shopify checkout. Basically, anytime anyone leaves a checkout, we're going to be able to send them an email to come back. And we could select an email template, of course. We're going to have full control over that, just like we did previously. All of these different emails, but these are more specific to, in this case, it says you left something behind, or we saved your selected items in your cart. Sometimes we also will incentivize them with different types of offers over here. But the bottom line is when we have abandoned checkouts, we want to be able to get people to come back. And we're going to come over here and we're going to edit this to a 3 email. That's the maximum that we can do, a 3 email setup. And of course, we'll just need to select the template real quick. And I've set templates for the first, second, and third email. I've enabled them all, so now we can come over here. We always want to be using 3. 3 is the most that we can do here. That's going to allow us to send the most emails and really recover the most revenue. Timing here, 10 hours, 5 hours, 18 hours. You see that this is all a 1-day promotion here. The whole idea here, obviously, and this just keeps this activated. If we unclick this, which would deactivate the campaign, obviously we want this enabled to turn on. We can do some segmentation as well in terms of doing those split tests. But really the idea here is get them to come back as quickly as possible, right? Get them to come as quickly as possible. Come back, complete the checkout. You have 3 email automations to do that. And this is just one of the email automations. And again, pop-ups, automations, right? All the features that we could ever have. Right, a thank you email, new offers, basically follow-ups, win-backs, right, social media integrations, all these email automations, you set them up once and they run for the life of your store. Incredibly powerful. Now, you also have the full control to do your one-off SMS campaigns or your one-off newsletter campaigns, your typical email and SMS marketing. Incredibly valuable. So again, this isn't just for pop-ups or automation. This is also for your typical email marketing. You're going to see all of your stats, your opens, your bounce numbers, your click rate, all that great stuff. And this is an incredibly easy to use email marketing setup. How are we going to start? Well, of course, we're going to go with one of our templates. And by the way, you could also design from scratch. If you wanted to just literally build out a template over here, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to choose from one of the templates over here. And of course, we'll be able to customize this with our look and feel, our color scheme, our images. We can delete sections. We could add sections. We can move sections around. You see all the different things that we could add in here. Product, text, so we can come literally right over here, add a product to text, come over here and add a product from our store. It's really that easy. And these are going to be your typical email marketing. You're going to send this at least once a week, right? Some big brands send this once a day. And we have full control over everything: sender's name, title, pre-header, of course, the content, the products that are inside, the calls to action, all of our kind of required information is in there as well. Really, really easy. We could save the campaign, give it a name over here. Give it a name, up here, test name, send to our entire email list, or we could send to very specific lists over here, and it will save this campaign over here. You want to make sure that you customize this fully before you save this. Saving, we'll just basically save it as a draft. We can come back and then either schedule the time to be sent, or we can send it right now. So email, very, very straightforward. You're going to really start to become comfortable with the editor here. You see that the same templates are being used. There's so many different ones, but the same idea, the same editor is used over and over and over again. The idea is just kind of finding and testing different messaging, different content, different products that are going to give you that big win. And speaking of actually tracking and keeping kind of tabs on everything, you have your full analytics over here. This is a brand new account, so we're not going to see many interesting stats here, but you're going to see everything kind of overlaid here. You can even scroll into the map, see who's opening, see who's buying, who's clicking. Everything is integrated with Shopify, so we have full conversion data as well. We'll also be able to take a look at individual campaign analytics based on pop-ups or email automations, newsletters, and SMS campaigns. Another thing that I want to show you over here. We have different campaigns, or what they call workflows, over here for SMS automation. And over here is basically just a one-time thing. We need to make sure that we are always going to be in compliance with SMS. This is basically just the idea of having those opt-outs. But thank yous, abandons, win-backs, completed orders, right? It's as simple as just clicking create campaign, and we're going to be able to have those full automation on SMS as well. So really, really powerful. You see the main 4 features. Upsell Kit, also a great app. I use that as well for upselling by the same guys here, Chili Apps. But when you look at Sendvio and you compare them, especially if you look at that pricing, you're going to get all the features that you could ever use, probably even more than you'll ever use. Look at all of these automations, right? All of these, plus your typical SMS and newsletter email marketing for a price that just is significantly better than some of the competition out there. So highly recommended. That's why I'm using Sendvio right now. So that was Sendvio, email marketing, SMS. This is going to really change all of the revenue numbers in your store. You're going to start to make a lot more money every single time you press the send button, not only on email, but on SMS as well. Really, really highly effective, especially nowadays. And you're going to get really the best app out there, the best pricing. You see those 5-star reviews just off the charts. Every single type of feature and service that you could possibly imagine for email and SMS marketing inside here, with that great pricing level as well. All the different templates and the campaigns pretty much pre-built, very easy to get started, as you saw in this video. So if you have any questions, definitely post a comment. I'll do my best to help you out in here, but highly recommended. This is what I use. This is what my students use in their stores. Sendvio email marketing. Get it in your store, and I know it's going to help you make some money.